Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten here, bringing you part 10 in our walkthrough for Nancy Drew Mystery of the Seven Keys. If you are here for the vibes, gameplay, and commentary, feel free to keep watching. And if you're looking for a specific moment or puzzle solution, check out the timestamps and the chapters in the description below. I can't believe we're already at part 10 in this walkthrough. I still feel like there is so much yet to discover. I still really don't feel like I have any clue what's going on, which means there's probably still a lot of information that we need to find. Sounds like the key bearers were already called together recently during the inspection of the crown jewels, and they even moved it up. Everything passed inspection, so I doubt that they'll bring the key bearers together again just because I have a hunch. Yeah, I doubt so too. The Dean of St. Vitus Cathedral, I've already met him. It's Leo from the cafe. And Leo's a cat person. And his cat is trapped somewhere in the wall, I think. Okay, so what we have here is a mysterious wall puzzle.
This is no ordinary wall decor.
Yeah, clearly. So what do these pieces do? Oh, I can swap them? Can I swap any pieces? Even if they're not next to each other? Yes, okay. But the shapes, interesting. There's like a hexagonal shape, there's a square shape, there's a triangle shape. There's also blue, yellow, green, and kind of the purple color. We have these on the side here, which cross, sword, cross, triangle, maybe is telling this, like one of the vertical with 4. And then we also have sword, crown, which maybe is telling one of these 2s. 3 is maybe telling one of these quadrants, has to be a cross, a triangle, and a sword. And then cross, cross, hexagon, crown. 3 at some point. So I'm guessing we have to make sure these match up, and that's going to help us figure out the orientation. I'm wondering if the numbers on these books mean anything. The purple books are 994. Some books are 819. Some are 417. The green ones are 327. You know what? I'm going to write this down on my handy dandy detective notebook. That purple books are 994. The light blue are 514. The white are 205. The purple and navy striped, I'll just say like navy stripe, is 631. The dark green is 321. Or is it 327? 327. The pink are 452. And then there's these tan ones that are 576. Any others? There's a 819. What's this 819? Kind of like periwinkle. Periwinkle. 819. There's this skinny one that only has 2 numbers. Skinny red. 81. I gotta say, the constant cat meows are very distressing. I feel very sad for this cat that's stuck in the wall. Don't worry, kitty, I'll save you. I'll save you, adorable little kitty. Do you hold any clues? Don't believe so. Okay. Am I missing any books over here? Do we have a 994? Yep. I think we have all of these. 576, 205. Okay, all of these, I believe. A 722, do we have that? No, we don't. Interesting. Okay. Short pink? Kind of a short maroon, maybe? is 722. Ooh, and there's this like rainbow one. That's 568. Rainbow. 568. Okay. 819. All right. See, those have to be important somehow, right? Otherwise, why would we have all of them scattered about? Did Leo leave any clues behind as to this mysterious code? His ticket number is 4198. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. Also, the 6th, Sunday the 6th, is circled on this calendar. Don't know why. He wouldn't leave without feeding Marias, right? That doesn't make sense. A good cat owner wouldn't do that. Prague at Play, a history of old world games. Can I look at his computer, maybe? No, but I did listen to his messages. Okay, I wonder if, let's see, find the dean.
Can't check that off yet.
Figure
Still
out what to
have
do with that wall panel. All right, let's see here. We do have a purple book. We do have a light blue book. We do have like a tannish book. So 994, 514, and 576 for the tan one, and then the green one is 327. And I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. We do have an octagon. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots, but I wouldn't know where to start on this. So I'm guessing maybe we have to use this to figure it out. So a square, a cross, a sword, and a cross have to be in one of the 4 rows. Up here needs to be a cross, a triangle, and a sword. I wonder if we swap these two. Cross, triangle, and sword in this formation. This is interesting because it has the empty spot here, so maybe that's telling which, like maybe it's supposed to say that it's these ones that are supposed to be like that, because this one wouldn't have an empty spot next to it. So maybe a sword, and like this has to be a crown maybe. So what if I like put a crown here? And then this has to be a crown, or a cross, a sword, another cross, and a triangle. And then somewhere we need cross, cross, hexagon with why do I keep getting cross and crown mixed up in my head? Crown, crown, hexagon with a cross underneath. We have 3 crowns, 3 swords, 3 hammers, smash it with a hammer, and 3 crosses. Oh, this one looks like it's saying square cross. So square cross, a triangle, and a sword. And maybe a hammer triangle, because we don't have any hammer clues anywhere. So let's do that. And this is just like a sword. Oh wait, there's like a square outline there that looks different. So maybe that could be either here, here, or here. Let's say it's in the middle, maybe. So then we'd have a square, the triangle. We'll just test it out at least. And then maybe a square hammer. And then we need a sword and then a triangle here. We do already have a triangle. And this needs to be a sword. So what if we just did like that? Okay. We also need a square. Ah. The square cross has to be at the top. Square cross, square cross. Okay. Square cross. And then that means that like all of this would have to be up one. So if this is a triangle, it has to be the sword triangle. And it has to be the another cross, which we don't know. So we can go with that for now. We can go with that for now. I'm actually going to move the hammer one because we do need 2 crowns next to each other and a hexagon, which is, how would we do that? Crown, crown, because we can't put it here. Crown, crown, hexagon, unless we were to do perhaps this. So the cross is here, because then we could do crown, crown, hexagon and have a cross underneath here, and it would have to be this one. Crown, crown, hexagon. Let's maybe try that one. Crown, crown, hexagon, and a cross. This is the square cross, another square, a triangle, and a sword. This has to be a sword. So like this maybe? Okay, what I'm probably missing is this, because I have a sword above the square crown, but then this is empty. So I wonder what that means. Because everything else, I think, right now still works. Square, cross, sword, cross, cross, triangle. Square, cross, square, triangle, sword. Crown, crown, hexagon. And a cross underneath. And then square crown with a sword right above it. So then these two don't relate. Why would this be empty? What would that mean? I have no information on hammers. I also don't know, like, if maybe these are divided in half. No, but these are 4 on top of each other. So this wouldn't indicate that they have to be on the bottom half to be correct, because they're stacked like that. I'm thinking this is still correct. And if something's wrong, I think it's this, because this is like an empty space. Crown, crown, hexagon. So what if it was crown, crown, hexagon, and this sword was above the crown there? But then why an empty space? Does that indicate that it has to be perhaps over here? Because there's nothing there. There's also nothing over there. Crown, crown, sword above the crown. Crown, crown, hexagon. Over, across. That still works. That still works. Crown, crown, hexagon, over, across. Okay, I feel confident with how I've laid that out, but it's still not working. I wonder if I, like, need to move the hammers around a little bit, or maybe my hammers are not in the right place. Because those... Oh, wait. That has to be in the square. That has to be in the bottom. Oh, what's this? I just took one out. How did I do that? I can take one out? Oh. Oh. Okay, so there's 3 spaces that have to be left empty, 3 in a row, starting at the top. Oh. Oh. Okay, wait a minute. Square, cross, a sword, a cross, and a triangle. Square, cross, a square has to be here. A sword and a triangle. So that means this... Oh, wait. Okay. These... No. You go back here. You have to go, like... Wait a minute. How can that have a square next to it if it's on this side? So it has to be up here. And then there's cross, sword, cross, triangle. Cross, square, triangle, sword. Sword. So how do I have 3 empty spaces in a row? Crown, crown, hexagon, cross. Does that just mean I have to have 3 empty spaces? Like, the rest are removed? Because the cross over the crown. Cross, cross, hexagon. Or no, crown, crown, hexagon. Crown. This, could we do it here? No, because that has to be a sword. So it can't be here. It has to be down here. Crown, crown, hexagon. I guess it could be here. But no, because this has to be this, so it has to be here. But this could be over here. That just needs to be a square. Could do something like this. And then maybe like 3 of the spaces are empty because they're not important, like this one. But here's the issue, is that this indicates that there should be crown, crown, hexagon. But that doesn't work because this has to be a sword. Crown, crown, hexagon. Crown. Can it be up here? No. It can't be. Not if the logic that I'm going by is correct. Cross, sword, cross, and there has to be a triangle here. Triangle. Cross, sword, cross, triangle. Cross, square, triangle, sword. Sword, square, cross, square, crown. Crown, crown, hexagon. cross. But then there's 3 empty spaces on top of each other. Is it possible that these could be down here? Yes, it is. No, it's not, because the square crown, or the square cross. Why is my brain completely mixing up cross and crown? Cross crown. The square cross has to be up here in this order, so it can't be down here because there's not 2. Unless one of these is a sword. Is one of those a sword? Is that a sword? No, I don't think so. Is it? If that's a sword, then it's different. Or if that's a sword. But no, the swords look totally different. Those are definitely crosses. Are there any other details I'm missing? This one doesn't have any. This one doesn't have any. This only has these 4. This only has these 3. This one has these 4. This one has these 3. Nothing here. And this one has these 4. Okay. I almost want to, like, take all of these out. Because I'm losing my mind with them a little bit. Okay. So the square cross has to be up here. It cannot be here because, I mean, let's just try it. Then it has to be the sword triangle. It can't be here though because this has to have like 4. We then need to have a cross and a triangle. What if we do the hexagon cross and the crown triangle? Maybe this means that none of the hammers are in there. Maybe that's what that means, because they're not pictured anywhere else. So then, crown, 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 hexagon, cross. There's only one cross left. And then there has to be a sword here, which lines up with that. So what if it's like that? But then the problem is that we have a sword and a square crown, but no empty space next to it. Versus, I mean, it has to be a square and then it has to be a sword. The crown can't go up there. It can't be there. And the crown can't, like, run into this because this has to be a sword. So the crown really does have to be on these levels because there's no other levels that have 3. And I don't think it can go crown hexagon because this has to be a cross. I guess I'm gonna have to look up a hint, but I feel like I'm onto something and just like missing a very obvious clue, maybe. Look closely at the wall to the left and right. Each wall section contains sets of markings that fit somewhere inside the center area. Some markings depict the shape and symbol on the piece that goes there. Some only show shape and others only show symbol. Yep, got that. The square cross in the bottom left clue is the same piece as the square cross in the top right clue. Use this information to figure out where the rest of the nearby pieces go. Well, that's what I've been doing. So there's clearly something I'm missing. It's the same piece. But this has to be a square. What if we do this square? And if there have to be 3 empty spaces, like, how does that work? I don't understand. Is there any way that, like, this could be a crown? No, because this has to be a sword. And this has to be a crown. I feel like I'm so close with this puzzle. And yes, it has been in the entire part of this episode. That's a blind walkthrough for you. Okay, square. It has to be this. And it has to be on this side because if this is the same one, then there is nowhere else to put a square. So it quite literally has to go there. And if there's a triangle under it, then it has to be the Triangle of Swords. This much I know to be true. If there are 3 spaces empty on top of each other, though, that doesn't make sense because these 2 would have to be filled in based on this clue. So how the heckity-doo does that work? I think it's impossible. Unless I'm missing some obvious clue. The bottom left clue corresponds to the 3rd column. I know! I figured that out. The top left clue corresponds to the 4th column? Corresponds to the 4th column. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So then that's a triangle. This has to be a sword. But then wouldn't that not mean that this has to have an empty space? And it doesn't. Because it has to have a cross. See, I don't understand the empty spaces. Does that just mean that it's empty because it's like filled with something, but you just don't know what? But why else would it be empty? Okay, cross, triangle, square. Any other squares? It could be either of the squares. A hexagon with a cross. Let's try that. And then these have to be crowns. Right? Crown, crown, hexagon, and then this has to be the last cross. This has to be a triangle. This has to be a sword. Doesn't matter which sword. And then this has to be a square, and this has to be a sword. Maybe it just means that these are all supposed to be, like, the same or something? Because why... See, like... Why didn't that work, then? I'm clearly missing something important. Cross... Sword. Cross hexagon. Hammer triangle. Cross hexagon. Square. Crown. Square hammer. Square sword. It's literally just like swap these two and then I got it.
There we go.
Why?
Wait a second. The bookcase moved.
How is that a clue, though? See, like, what are the whoa! What do the empty spaces mean? I still don't understand what the empty spaces mean. because sword. And, like, shouldn't it have been any crown works? I don't know. I don't know. Kitty!
Hi, Kitty. What were you doing back there?
There's a kitty! Oh my gosh, there's a kitty. I love it. Okay, well, before we go explore this secret door, we have reached the end of this part. It took us an entire half hour to figure that out. It took me an entire half hour to figure that out. And in my defense, I basically had the solution, but apparently just needed to swap a few more pieces around. So there we go. This cat I found must belong to the dean and live here at the cathedral. That's adorable. Okay, well, there's the solution. Thank you so much for watching, fellow detectives. If you enjoyed this part, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Nancy Drew and Cozy Game content. Thank you so much for watching, fellow detectives. I will see you soon.